Hey everyone, I'm Mac. I know it's been a while. I actually wasn't feeling well for the last, I want to say, 4 to 5 days, something like that. And now I'm feeling better. I don't know if you can still hear it, but my nose is still somewhat stuffy. So that's fun. Anyway, let's continue our Nevada tour. And, um, also, I've been hearing weird things lately, and normally when I'm home alone, and at the moment I don't particularly like it. So I'll know more about that in the next video or later. Anyway, without further introduction, Las Vegas is home to many of the world's most popular tourist spots. Casinos, hotels, and even some of the world's most famous celebrities are often flown to the brim with the visitors from the world over. But how many of them are considered haunted? Sin City has quite a handful of those. Even the city might have some ghostly presence shading about in the most light in the most places like the strip or even near the hotel room you might be staying at. But when you visit one of the many beautiful houses that was once owned by a celebrity or even a mob boss, they'll be, they'll be taking a look at the La Palazza mansion, no, and the torrid past that it had, no, that would write the story on how it became one of the most haunted places in Las Vegas. La Palazza Mansion is located on 1700 Beatty Drive in Las Vegas. Currently, it appears to be on the market for sale. The going price for it is of it this writing is said to be just a little over 1.1 million. For many wealthy investors, it might be a place that has rich history. If you have if you have that much money, you probably wouldn't mind spending that much on a house that already has additional residents. The house was built in 1959 and had undergone some renovations over the years. The last known renovation to have happened was October of 2017. The house was a Spanish style hacienda flavor to it and unusually common in most luxurious homes located in the southwestern United States. But who lived inside the house that made it a haunted place for visitors to check out? Rumor had it that a mob boss had purchased the home years ago and carried out many attacks and murders inside the home itself. Enemy, enemies, main members that were incinerated to the bots, and many others have met their ultimate demise in the La Palazza mansion. But the specters themselves might still be around, parading all kinds of terror. While Las Vegas had a mob presence during the golden years in the city's explosion of casinos, hotels, and entertainment options, the behind-the-scenes events of Sin City, organized crimes network and said had to have happened here in this home. Those who disagreed were taken by nearby rooms where they were killed. Some visitors of the home might have recalled seeing blood covering the walls. Even one interesting spot some ghost hunters recall seeing while exploring the home was a random drain sitting in the middle of the floor in one of the rooms. Needless to say, it wasn't some kind of bathroom. At one point in time, a couple had purchased the home and were treated harshly by some of the other residents in the home. On the first week, they hosted a dinner party with friends. That when that when haunt that's when the hauntings began. At one point during the party, they saw a wine glass flip pushed off the counter and shattered onto the floor. Beyond that, they had recalled hearing the hissing noises, the shouting obscenities, that words like you broke in here and killed her were said to be heard in the adjacent rooms. One other resident was said to be taking a shower and had often heard some other obscenities coming from the nearby. The resident had since left and were said they felt quite uneasy about the events that occurred while they were living in the home. No other known residents have purchased the house since. Since it had been on the market for a few years, the price seemed to fluctuate over time. But only someone who is crazy and brave enough has enough cash to throw around might purchase a place like this. While it might not be known to who the mob boss that purchased the house is, a home with such sordid past can only be torn down or renovated in order to get rid of the evil specters that have seemed to invade the home. Another resident prior to the couple was known not to believe in the ghosts and the paranormal. However, he did recall hearing sounds from the attic. He could only describe them as being noises as if they were coming from some kind of radio transmission. The mansion is known for having some secret rooms. Past visitors of the home would often come across them by complete accident. It was rumored that these were secret rooms and places where murders would take place. Most of them were so gruesome that blood can still be seen on the walls of some of the rooms. However, the home was long since stripped down on the inside, perhaps associated with one of the more recent renovations. But these secret rooms came quite in handy whenever the unknown mob boss was busy entertaining guests and associates. It was also rumored that some of these murder rooms were colored all in white and drain located in the middle of the floor, possibly rid of any evidence in the event of a murder investigations. There also have been looming around that have not been murdered. It's been said that the ghost of an older woman wearing oversized sunglasses is said to be yeah. Yeah. Sitting out on the porch smoking a cigarette. It is said that she was the bookkeeper and money counter of the mob boss. It's also rumored that she was a relative of the mob boss. Some say that she was his mother. It was said that while she was well known for among the higher ups in the crime family, she typically kept her money counting activities a secret that would often hold herself in the attic of the house. She did this as a way to avoid the police from noticing any suspicions. Typically, the police would regardedly patrol the Scots 80s neighborhood of the Vegas since it was considered a high-end neighborhood. but one of the hotbeds of some major criminal activity. She was the most harmless spectre of the bunch. You cannot be any more wrong. She was more. If you thought she was one of the most harmless spirits, specters in the house, you couldn't be any more wrong. She was known for being nasty, drinking, and smoking cigars along with the boys. She may have also played a role in the murder room happening prior to the dirty deed in themselves. Her role in that regard remains unknown. While there is no doubt that spirits that haunt the Palazza belong to those who may have been murdered, there are reasons to believe that they remain in there long after the mom thoughts have come and gone. One ghost hunter said that the drains have contained the blood of the countless victims. Some paranormal experts believe that the blood left behind from the murders may have allowed the specters to stick around, so it would make a lot of sense as to why so many renovations and even possibility of tearing down the home itself might have been considered. The La Palazza mansion may have been on the housing market from time beginning, for the time being, but no one would ever dare purchase this place. While the home might not be open to the public, it has long been featured on many ghost tours that take place in Las Vegas. If you have money around, if you have money to throw around and want to buy a really home of horrors, a real home of horrors, hmm, knock yourself out. Just don't be surprised if you happen to have some unruly housemates that kind of cause a ruckus. The the La Palazza mansion. Would you buy it? Me? I don't know. Would I invest in it? Absolutely. But I live nowhere near Las Vegas. And nowhere. And for all of this craziness that's been happening, yeah. If you guys see anything in the background before I end off this video, please let me know in the comments below, because I have a feeling I've been being watched, and what you heard like a few minutes ago was my mom. Um, yeah, I've been, I really don't know if I'm just seeing things or something that's actually here. Like, I mean, right now, it doesn't feel like anything's here, but earlier, anyway, thank you for watching my channel and videos, and please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I am Haunting Girl, and I will speak to you later. And this is my channel. Until next time, pleasant dreams.